This is gonna blow your mind. Good pronunciation is key to speaking English well. When you pronounce words clearly, people understand you better. This makes conversations smoother and more enjoyable. It builds your confidence when you speak English. Imagine traveling to a new country and trying to order food. If you pronounce the words correctly, you'll get the meal you want. That's why working on your pronunciation is so important. English pronunciation can be tricky. It has many sounds that don't exist in other languages. This can be challenging for learners. Some sounds are particularly difficult for speakers of certain languages. For example, many learners struggle with the th sounds, like in think and this. Vowels can also be tricky. English has many vowel sounds, and they can be subtle. The difference between ship and sheep is just a slight change in vowel sound. These subtle differences can be hard to hear and reproduce. Another common challenge is word stress. In English, we stress certain syllables in a word. For example, the word pho, graph, has the stress on the first syllable. Getting the stress wrong can change the meaning of a word or make it hard to understand. The good news is that with practice and the right techniques, you can overcome these challenges. By identifying the specific sounds that you find difficult, you can focus your efforts and improve your pronunciation significantly. Consonants are the backbone of English words. To improve your consonant pronunciation, focus on the position of your tongue, teeth, and lips. Listen carefully to native speakers and try to imitate the way they produce these sounds. One helpful tip is to break down words into individual sounds. For instance, practice saying the sounds p, y, t, and case in isolation. Then, gradually blend them with vowels to form words like pat, tap, and cat. Pay attention to the airflow and the points of articulation. Another useful technique is to use a mirror. Observe your mouth movements while pronouncing different consonants. Compare your reflection to videos or images of native speakers. This visual feedback can help you identify and correct any inconsistencies in your pronunciation. Remember, consistency is key. Regular practice, even for a few minutes each day, can make a noticeable difference in your consonant clarity. Vowels are the heart of spoken English, giving words their fullness and melody. Mastering English vowels can be challenging due to their subtle variations. However, with focused practice, you can achieve natural-sounding vowel pronunciation. One effective technique is to use minimal pairs. Minimal pairs are words that differ by only one sound, like ship and sheep. By practicing these pairs, you train your ear to hear the subtle differences and adjust your pronunciation accordingly. Another helpful tip is to pay attention to vowel length. Some vowels are short, like the I in bit, while others are long, like the I in beat. Stretching or shortening a vowel can change the meaning of a word, so practice holding the correct length. Remember, the key is to listen attentively to native speakers and try to mimic their vowel sounds. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. Section 5. The rhythm of speech. Stress, intonation, and linking. English pronunciation involves stress, intonation, and linking. These elements create the natural rhythm of speech. Mastering them is crucial for clear communication. Word stress emphasizes specific syllables. For example, in present, stress is on the second syllable. Intonation is the rise and fall of pitch. It adds emotion to sentences. Linking connects words smoothly. For example, I am becomes I am. Section 6. Listen and learn. Utilizing resources for pronunciation practice. In today's digital age, numerous resources are available to help you improve your English pronunciation. These resources provide valuable practice materials and guidance from experts. Language learning apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and Rosetta Stone offer interactive exercises and pronunciation activities. They often include speech recognition software that provides feedback on your pronunciation accuracy. YouTube channels dedicated to English pronunciation, such as Rachel's English, English with Lucy, and English, offer comprehensive lessons, tips, and tricks. These channels often focus on specific aspects of pronunciation, such as individual sounds, word stress, and intonation. Podcasts and audiobooks are excellent resources for passive listening practice. Choose materials that interest you and pay attention to the pronunciation and intonation patterns of the speakers. Section 7. Practice makes perfect. Engaging in active pronunciation exercises. While listening is essential, active practice is crucial for solidifying your pronunciation skills. Incorporate these exercises into your routine to reinforce what you've learned. Tongue twisters are a fun and challenging way to practice specific sounds and sound combinations. Start slowly and gradually increase the speed as your pronunciation improves. For example, try saying, "She sells seashells by the seashore" several times quickly. Record yourself speaking English and then listen back to identify areas for improvement. Pay attention to your pronunciation of individual sounds, word stress, intonation, and overall fluency. Compare your recording to native speakers to pinpoint any discrepancies. Find a language partner or tutor who can provide personalized feedback and guidance. They can help you identify and correct specific pronunciation errors and offer tips for improvement. Section 8. Building confidence. Overcoming pronunciation. Anxiety. Many English learners experience anxiety when speaking, especially when they are unsure of their pronunciation. It's important to remember that everyone makes mistakes, and it's okay to ask for clarification or repetition. One effective way to overcome pronunciation anxiety is to practice speaking in a safe and supportive environment. Start by speaking English with close friends or family members who are understanding and encouraging. Another helpful tip is to focus on your message rather than your pronunciation. Remember that the goal of communication is to convey meaning. If you make a pronunciation error but your message is clear, the listener will likely understand. Celebrate your progress and acknowledge your achievements. Every step you take towards improving your pronunciation is a step towards greater confidence and fluency in English. Section 9. Your journey to clear communication. Embracing continuous improvement. Mastering English pronunciation is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Embrace the process of continuous learning and improvement, and remember that even native speakers continue to refine their pronunciation throughout their lives. Set realistic goals and celebrate your accomplishments along the way. Focus on making gradual progress rather than striving for perfection. Every effort you make contributes to your overall improvement. Remember that the key to success is consistency. Dedicate time each day to practicing your pronunciation, even if it's just for a few minutes. The more you practice, the more natural and effortless your pronunciation will become. Embrace the journey, stay motivated, and enjoy the rewards of clear and confident English communication.